I just picked up the RODECaster Video S. It's pretty dope. But is it better than the OG RODECaster Video? Let's find out. Also in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can take the RODECaster Video S, which is normally a 3 camera input, and turn it into 4. I'm not even kidding. Let's get into it. So I have been using the RODECaster Video, the OG one, for a while. I don't own one, so I've been using this one, which is owned by the founder of the CoSpace, and I use it at the CoSpace located in Miami Gardens to produce a bunch of podcasts, a bunch of live streams, a bunch of talking head videos. This has been a phenomenal tool. It's amazing. You're probably asking, why didn't I just get the regular RODECaster Video? Why did I opt to get the RODECaster Video S? Isn't it not superior? Is it not less than the RODECaster Video because it has a few less options and features? I don't think so. I think the RODECaster Video S is actually perfect for most people, especially people like me. Usually I'm using 3 cameras. 1 camera for the host, 1 camera for the guest, and 1 camera for wide, just a wide angle. And to be honest, I've kind of stopped using the wide angle because normally when the podcast that I film, clients are using them and throwing it into a few other AI camera switching apps. And then when I switch to the wide angle, it does a weird thing because I don't know the apps that they use, but there's a few that just gets confused. So it just kind of does this like Ken Burns sliding thing when it's on the wide. So what I opt to do is basically have the 3rd camera, which would normally be for the wide. I'd use it to maybe get on the guest or maybe get on the host or whoever's the most important person for that podcast episode. That person will just get an extra camera. And the RODECaster Video S is just pretty much perfect for that. One of the differences between the RODECaster Video S and the RODECaster Video that I've just noticed off bat is just instantly is the size. Like, look at this. All right, so right here you can see the big sister, the RODECaster Video. She's pretty thick, pretty solid, and extremely versatile. On the back, you have 4 HDMI inputs, and you have 2 HDMI outputs. You also have 2 computer inputs for your computer right here in the back for USB-C, and you have 1 USB-C port where you can utilize for a hard drive or whatever the case is. Like normally you just use this for a hard drive. And on the back here at the end, you have 2 USB-C ports that you can utilize for a USB mic or a camera. So in theory, for the big RODECaster Video, you could essentially have up to 6 cameras. So 2 USB webcams, like a PTZ camera, or I'm about to show you in a second. I found out something really, really cool. But you can have up to 4 cameras, 8 via HDMI, and 2 extra cameras via USB-C. So it also has the XLR input in the back here. So you already know what XLR is. These 2 are for microphones, or you want to use an instrument or whatever the case is, but you can use these for 2 microphones. But also remember on the back right here, you also have these 2 USB-C ports that you can utilize for a USB microphone. So in theory, you can have 2 XLR inputs and 2 USB-C microphones. I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty versatile. But on the little sister of the RODECaster Video S, I guess the S stands for sister, right? She's a little slim thick, and she has pretty much like, let's go back to the difference. Like it's small, but it's like not big. It's not small, but it's small. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're in the back of the RODECaster Video and the RODECaster Video S. This is the video, the big sister, and that's the little sister, the S right there. So let's start to the left. As you can see here, we have 2 XLRs. We also have 2 XLRs on the RODECaster Video S as well. And let's move down. And you're noticing that we don't have the left and right monitoring out on the RODECaster Video S. Um, I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe some people might think it is, but I'm totally fine with it. So we only have the monitoring headphones 1 and 2 on the RODECaster Video S. All right, we're going to move down. They swapped position. So now, as you notice here on the RODECaster Video, we have HDMI out A and B, but you notice from on the RODECaster Video S, those are the starting points for the HDMI inputs, input 1 and 2 and 3. So we only have 3 HDMI inputs on the RODECaster Video S and only 1, 2, 3, and 4 HDMI inputs on the big sister on the RODECaster Video. And as we go further down, we're going to have a computer input. We actually have 2 right here. So we have 2 computer inputs, and we only have a computer input on the RODECaster Video S. We also have 2 as well, so 1 and 2. And we have so we have 5 USB-C inputs on the big RODECaster Video right here. And we have 4 USB-C inputs on the little sister, the RODECaster Video S. That's pretty interesting. As we go down on the RODECaster Video S, we have 1 HDMI out, and that port is A. So on the RODECaster Video, there's 2 HDMI outs, which is pretty great. And as we go further down, we have the USB-C port that you utilize to save data. I have a hard drive connected to it, and we have another USB-C port here with labeled for computer, and then we have another one labeled for computer, and then we have an Ethernet and the power. On the back of the RODECaster Video, we have a micro SD card slot, but we don't have it on the RODECaster Video S because it's internal. It's a 20 gig internal hard drive in here, so you don't have to worry about having a micro SD card slot. On the back of this RODECaster Video, there is a USB-C port labeled 4 and 5. Those 2 could be utilized for either a webcam or USB microphone. They only work with, from what I understand, Rode USB-C microphones. So in theory, you can have up to either 4 microphones connected to this thing or up to 6 cameras connected to this thing, because it has 4 HDMI inputs, and these USB-C ports could either be used for a mic or a webcam. And so if you have 2 webcams, you will basically be able to switch in between them. This is pretty awesome. So that's what I really love about this right here, is the fact that you could pretty much take this input from 4 inputs and make it a 6 camera input. It's the same thing with the RODECaster Video S, but it only has 1 USB-C port that enables you to connect USB microphones and or a webcam. Let me show you how I'll be taking advantage of that 1 USB-C port and adding a camera. Like, I'll be able to add like an extra camera to make everything look seamless. Like, it'll look like the RODECaster Video S is like a RODECaster Video. Literally. Let me show you. All right, so this is a cam link. I've had this for a really long time, and this is a great tool that helps you turn any camera that has an HDMI output to a webcam. And that's what we're going to do. But Gil, this thing has the old school USB thingy-mabob. How are we going to be able to connect it to a RODECaster Video or RODECaster Video S? Shoot, how am I going to be able to even use this thing? This thing is ancient. I'm going to show you how. So all you got to do is get a USB-A to USB-C adapter, something like this. And all you're going to do is, let me flip it here. All you're going to do is just plug it in there. And make sure you put it the right way. You know, I had it right the first time. That's crazy. I had it right the first time, but I didn't believe in myself. That's why I turned it. All right. It's weird. So now we could plug this thing into our RODECaster Video. So all we got to do is this. we make sure we find the right port, and we're going to plug it into this port here, which shows like a microphone and a camera, and it pops right in there. After that, we're going to get a camera that has HDMI out and plug it directly into the back of our Camlink 4K. So we got our HDMI, and all we got to do is plug it into the back of our Camlink. All right, so what we're going to do is make sure that the source input is USB 4. It might be set to none, or yeah, it's definitely going to be set to none. What you have to do is change it to USB 4 and it'll work. So now I have 1, 2. If I had a third camera there, I'll put the third camera, but now 4 is for the camera that I have right here. So this is how I would essentially have 4 cameras. So one camera, this is the wide shot right here, and this is the other shot, and then camera 4, and it switches instantaneously. So if I had a podcast that I was doing and I required to have 4 cameras, I would not be worried at all. In theory, the same thing could happen with the OG RODECaster video, but it'll be 6 cameras instead, right? So you'll have 2 extra USB webcams like this. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let me get back, because I don't know how we used to vlog back in the day. I'm holding this and my arm is getting tired. Am I getting old? All right. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together and just experimenting. I love that. I just love having the thought and the idea of something and then making it work. Side note, the Camlink 4K, it's really dope. Stay away from the cheapos. I have tried 2 cheap versions to see if they work. They do not work. They don't really process video as well. This was very laggy. Stick with the Camlink 4K. It works. I've tried it, and I've tried these ones that I found at like Amazon. I have another one that I tried that I got at Walmart. It's crazy, like podcasts or creator tools are being sold at Walmart. It's insane. But stay away from them. They don't work. They are very laggy and pretty much have just weird things going on in the video. Just use a Camlink 4K. I'm going to link this in the description of this video. And again, if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment down below. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace. I just got a RODECaster Video S. No, I'm not even kidding. And stay tuned. Let's do it. As you saw on the back of the RODECaster video, as you saw